This is a Jekko Knight video blog. Hello, Jekko Knight here. I've been wanting to do this vlog for the longest time, but I keep putting it off. So I'm going to do it right now. There is a problem where I live, and it pisses me the fuck off. You know, when I was a kid, I used to love going to CD stores. One of my favorite things I used to do when I was a kid is go to the CD store. I'd buy maybe one CD, because that's all that I had for the allowance that I saved up, or whatever jobs that I had when I was, a teenager. I used to ditch school and just go to the CD store just to see all the cool stuff. And there was a time where you bought your video and audio at a music store, at a video store. And before there used to be like little CD stores, family owned ones, and they used to have malls everywhere. And there was a Thornton Mall, which Thornton is closer than Denver. And I used to ditch school there all the time. They had 3 CD stores. 2 of them were kind of owned by the same people. There was like one side on the mall and one somewhere else, and then Disc Jockey in the middle, which Disc Jockey eventually turned into FYE. And they had Suncoast at that one. I used to love the Thornton Mall when it was packed. But what the fuck happened? Mall's pretty expensive. And basically, it's the internet. As much as I love buying shit online, I also hate it because that's basically destroying our economy. Amazon and all this shit. iTunes fucking destroyed the music and video, and Netflix kind of destroyed the video. And basically, if you want a CD, go to iTunes. You can probably steal it on YouTube. You can steal it online. Or you can buy it online, but you don't have to go to a CD store. And what happened is all these CD stores started closing. And there was only like the big ones in the mall left, like FYE, Suncoast for movies. And eventually those went away in Colorado. Now I was looking like on the map on FYE, they're more available on the East Coast. But, one thing I always loved doing as a kid is, especially when I used to ditch school, is go to CD stores, go to movie stores. I have like a bunch of DVDs still. I have comedy DVDs, Blu-rays. I have a whole section of box sets. And I have my gigantic wrestling collection in the other room. I have video games. I like to go to video game stores. Luckily, that's still, a good business. But with the new Xbox One coming out, I forgot to say if they sold used games. But there might be a day where I cannot go to the video game store because you can either download them online or, And Walmart, we have plenty of Walmarts, but Walmart, Target, their selections sucks. Even Best Buy, they don't have the best selection. It always kind of bums me out. I remember Twin Peaks Mall, the closest one, they had Disc Jockey, and it turned into FYE, and I used to fucking go to the mall so many times just to go there. Okay, but anyways, just to show everyone how much I used to love going to CD stores, I used to buy so many CDs. In fact, one of the reasons why I still live at home is because I blew all my money on CDs. Here is a book of death metal and local stuff. This motherfucker is filled with death metal fucking CDs and other shit, mostly. That's a lot of CDs. This is a big book, like a big kind of, thing filled with CDs. That's one of them. This one is rock and heavy metal. Another big one, and this one's basically filled too. Look how many fucking CDs I bought over the years. Full of fucking CDs, 4 on each side. I should do a rant on System of a Down. There's something that happened about that. I'll probably save that for another vlog if I even decide to do it. And then my rap slash ICP Juggalo CDs. And, yep, it's pretty full from the back. And there's a few CDRs in here, but basically almost all these are real CDs. Woo. Like a shitload of CDs. And this one's the biggest one. This is my regular or non-death metal metal CDs, more like black metal. This one's freaking huge. And it is pretty fucking full. Man, these things are fucking heavy. This is what I used to blow my money on. Look at all this motherfucking money that I wasted when I was a fucking kid. I regret doing it now because I wish I'd have my own place and stuff, and you know. And yeah, there's a chance I might have more CDs than that, but that is a lot of CDs. That's how much I loved going to fucking CD stores. But because now everyone's buying them on iTunes, you know, all these other places are shutting down, you know. It's hurting our economy. And, you know, it sucks because that's something if I ever have kids, that's something I'm going to tell my kids. Well, when I was your age, I didn't plug some bullshit in my ears and download it. I used to walk 200 miles to a place called a CD store. Back then we had CDs. And who knows if they're going to have MP3s or it'll probably be an upgraded Apple file. That'll be the future file. But it came to a point where I wanted music and I could not find a CD store, and I broke down, bought an iPod, went on fucking iTunes, and that's where I sample and buy a lot of my music. And it sucks because I don't want to do that. I want to support CD stores. But there's only like one in a huge fucking radius from where I live. I guess there's more in Colorado Springs, but that's way too south. That's like 50, 70, 80 miles south, maybe 100, I don't know. I've only been to Colorado Springs a couple times. It's kind of like Denver, but better. But, you know, it's way too far for me to drive for a CD store, you know. But yeah, it still bugs me that I broke down and got an iPod, and, you know, if I have the chance, you know, there's some groups that I collect CDs, you know, I have ICP, I have a fucking shitload of Insane Clown Posse CDs, and Twisted and other stuff, kind of like the Juggalo stuff. The group that I used to like when I was a kid is New Order, and I have a huge collection of those CDs, and metal CDs, you know. But now, like for metal, you know, I'll just buy them on iTunes, like, I caved in. But, you know, I still wish, like, for when I collect wrestling DVDs, you know, it's so easy to go online and find stuff. You can find kind of good deals on eBay. But I miss going to, like, Suncoast. We don't even have Suncoast in Colorado. We barely have Blockbuster. Blockbuster doesn't sell shit. But we don't have, like, really good, like, video, DVD, Blu-ray stores in Colorado. And I always miss just going out there trying to find shit. You don't have it, well, let's go to another one. Just the sake of seeing what they have, you know, and buying a physical fucking copy that you own, because technically with iTunes, you don't own the music, or you don't own like a physical copy. You just download a right to listen to it. You know, it's a pastime that I used to fucking love when I was a kid. I spent so much money, so many hours going to CD stores, going to movie stores, trying to find DVD box sets, trying to find rare stuff, and it's gone. There's one CD store fucking 30 miles away. There's another one probably 40 in another direction. It's very close to the Batman theater shooting. I don't know if I want to go there or not. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of shit in Colorado anymore. I don't even think there's FYE in Colorado. I think there's one, but it's not FYE. It's like it's owned by them or something. But we used to have like tons of them. Now they're all gone. Suncoast is gone. I don't really know if there's any other big CD store chains around If they are, they're not in Colorado, because too many people bought shit off iTunes. But yeah, that's my rant for today. Like I said, I've been saving this one for a while, and it is something that does bother me, but, you know, the reason why I did buy an iPod and I'm buying music on iTunes is you can't fight the past. You have to change with the times, no matter how shitty it is. And, you know, I can accept change. Because if I don't, I'd really drive myself fucking crazy. My dad used to do that, and I used to watch him drive himself crazy. He was way old-fashioned. I'm not going to turn into my dad. Love my dad, but can't turn into him and be grouchy and cynical all the time. That's all for this video. What do you think? Do you like CDs? Do you have a lot of CD stores around? Even though some of them, like Suncoast and FRE, might be a ripoff, I would say support them. Don't buy shit online, because they're not going to be there one of these days. I mean, everything's going to be online, downloadable. You're never going to have a physical copy in your hand. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? Leave a comment. Yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Jekyll Knight, signing out.